guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you the JuJuBe Be Supplied in the gorgeous classic Duchess print. This bag is one of the pump bags for JuJuBe. It is absolutely gorgeous. I think the Duchess print is one of the classier prints that they've come out with. This is part of the Legacy collection, and you can see that the bag has this really shiny brushed gold hardware, and it is a very simple black with white polka dots. Now this bag is a pump bag, and I think the style is absolutely gorgeous. It does come with a messenger strap that can be attached to the D-rings here. I currently don't use the messenger strap, so I'm just going to put it aside. And it does have two grab handles with pretty good drop length. I'm able to put this bag over my shoulder with just these two handles, and it fits comfortably. I'm about 5'4", and it fits really well under my arm, no problem. So I'm going to show you guys how I have this packed up. I don't use this as a pumping bag. I exclusively breastfed my kiddos, and so I didn't really do a lot of pumping outside of the home. So I do like to use this bag as a regular diaper bag. Now I have two kiddos. I have a 5-year-old daughter and a 15-month-old son. So a lot of what I have in here is focused around my son. He has a little more stuff that I need to carry with me. I'm also a pretty heavy packer. I like to have a lot of things on hand with me. I don't use everything every single day, but I run, over the past 5 years with my daughter, I have quickly learned that the one time that I don't have something is when I'm going to need it. So I like to err on the side of caution and just bring everything with me that I could possibly need at any point in time. So I'm not going to show what I have in every single bag. I'm just going to tell you what it is. I do have another video with the JuJuBe Be Zealous in the platform 9 3/4 print that just released a couple of weeks ago in mid-April. And in there I do a detailed review of what I have in every single one of my bags and my pouches. I will show you a couple of bags in here that I switched up what I have packed, and so I will go into detail with what is in there and how I've organized it. So let's get started. Here in the very front pocket you have your mommy pocket. Now this is a bit of a smaller pocket than the other bags, like say the Zealous backpack is bigger than this mommy pocket. I would say it's just a little bit smaller than the BRB, but it's probably the most comparable one. So you have a single zipper here, and it opens up nice and wide all the way to the bottom. So you can really see inside of this zipper here. And the interior lining of this bag, it's a little embossed, and it is in this, they call it mushroom lining. It's this really pretty shiny, it's almost satiny tan color. It's a little darker than tan. It's like a shiny brown color, and it is very pretty. And so here in the front you have your elasticized key fob, and I have my keys hanging from there, and I have one of the fobs in the rose gold prism print from JuJuBe as well. And then here I have a small set piece in the flying keys, and I use this as my wallet. And real quick, I have in here a Be Charged in the Nantucket and a coin purse in the middle with my cash, and it's in the flying keys matching print. Then I also have here, just vertically next to the small set piece, they were in this mesh pocket that's here in the back, and this is a deep pocket. It goes all the way down to the bottom. So I have in here a coin purse in the Hello Bakery print, and in here I just keep my lipsticks and lip gloss for both my daughter and I, and then I also have here at the top a lip balm for our, you know, when our lips get dry. We live up north and out west, and so it gets very, very dry where we are. And then here in the back, I have a wipe pouch mini with boogie wipes. I use these quite often, especially, like I said, you know, coming out of the winter months. They came in very, very handy with a lot of stuffy noses. So, and I like to label my wipe pouches because I have a ton of them. And some of them I have 2 and 3 of the same print. And so I like to label them so that I can see what they are, because sometimes, you know, they're antibacterial wipes or they're boogie wipes, they're face wipes. So, you know, otherwise I would have to kind of open the pouch and see what it is that I have inside. So this is just tape with Sharpie, and it works really well. And then lastly, I have here, just loose in the bottom, I have a Clippa. This is a Clippa 2 from Amazon, and it matches not perfectly with the gold from this bag, but you know, it is still gold. Here you can see it's not quite the same. And I think this is the matte gold that they have. They have a bunch of different you know, finishes in this thing, and this is awesome. I use this to clip my bag to, you know, any, you know, bathroom stalls or restaurant tables or what have you, so that I don't have to put it on the floor. Now this bag does have the luggage feet, which is very, very nice. So it does protect your bag a little bit from being put directly on the floor and the bottom of it getting dirty or worn. But I do still like to use the Clippa just as an extra protection, just to prevent any kind of wear on the bag. Or, you know, if, you know, dirty or wet or whatever, that the luggage feet won't necessarily protect you from. Now, the bottom of this is also a harder material. It's almost like a board that's down here. And so this bag is pretty structured. You know, you don't wear a backpack style, so you wouldn't have an issue with it digging anywhere. I carry this bag with both the messenger strap and with just these drop length straps, and I haven't had any issues with it being hard or digging into my side at all. So that is the mommy pocket. Oh, and then down here I have just the pen here loose, and you can see you probably have about an inch right here of space at the bottom. It's a pretty deep pocket down there. You can put stuff here in the front. Okay, and then moving on to the, well, here, I'll do the back first. The back does have a slip pocket. It's pretty flat, so you wouldn't be able to put in a lot of stuff back here that adds bulk. But it is the length of the bag, and then it does go all the way down to the bottom of the bag. Now keep in mind, this is originally intended as a pump bag, so this bag does not come with a change pad. So if you need a change pad, you know, you could put it back here, but it would have to be from one of the other bags that does come with a change pad. So onto the side here, there is a pocket. Again, single zipper pull. And in the pocket, this opens all the way down. So you really have a lot of visibility into what is in this pocket. There is a mesh on this side, and there is another mesh pocket on this side. I use this as just, you know, kind of the things that I would need accessible. So in here, I have a custom set piece in the Flying Keys print from the Harry Potter line, and I use this as a med kit for my kiddos. So I have, you know, Afterbite, hydrocortisone, Neosporin, Band-Aids, fabric, so if you get spit up, you don't get, you know, the smell afterwards. That works really well. I have nail clippers and some sunscreen up here at the top. And this opens up, so it's really, really handy. It fits a lot of stuff in here. And then in this bottom mesh pocket, I have a Kleenex tissue. This opens up and you got your tissues inside. I got this from Bye Bye Baby, and it's really compact. I think it's like 99 cents. And it's just really accessible tissues here on the side. And I also have a coin purse in the Cheering Charms print, And in here I have some miscellaneous things for me, like plackers for flossing and some gum and mints and stuff of that nature. And then finally, just put here on the side, standing up, I have a Baby Ganix alcohol-free hand sanitizing foam. I really like that it's alcohol-free. I use this a lot for my son, like if I need to wipe his hands with something or wipe a toy that he's going to put in his mouth. I like it to be alcohol-free because, again, it's going to be inevitably go in his mouth. So here you can see, you know, you got your 2 mesh pockets, and it opens up really, really wide, and it's a little bit more than half the length of the bag. So it's really wide, and it opens up really, really big. You get really great visibility inside of these pockets, and these mesh hold a lot. On the other side of the bag, you have your actual pump pocket. Now, I don't have a pump in here, so I use it as just another regular pocket. This pocket is insulated, so you can also use it for snacks or things of that nature, or to keep, you know, your milk or what have you. But this is where the pump would go, and it does open almost all the way. It doesn't open as much as the one on the other side. This one is gusseted here on the side, but you can see just how much that would open. So in here, I actually have pouches. This pocket is really, really nice for your set pieces from the B set. They fit standing up. So in here, this is actually not a B set piece. This is just a Bumpkins pouch. It's comparable in size to the medium set piece from the B set, but it doesn't open up nearly as wide. And in here, I just have toys for my son. And I got it because it's in this cute Nintendo print. So I thought it was very boyish, and he really, really likes this thing. It's, you know, I can see the toys in here very easily, and it's right here in the front, standing up. And it's very, very accessible. So then back here, I have 2 set pieces in the Flying Keys print, and here in the back, I just have a burp cloth for my son. I need to have this super accessible because I use it, it feels like every 5 minutes. So here is a medium set piece in the Flying Keys print from the Harry Potter line, and I have this as my restaurant needs. So I have in here some food pouches, some disposable bibs, some disposable placemats, more plackers, some wipes, and also some little teether cookies for my son. And you can see the medium set piece is the exact height of this pocket. So it fits in here really, really, really nicely. Then next to it here, I have a large set piece that has my stuff. It's also in the Flying Keys print. And in here, I have some of my mommy items. So I have, you know, some feminine wipes, a washcloth. I have another custom set piece here. I'll open it up. And keep in mind, the set piece in the Flying Keys does not have the double zipper pulls. It just has a single one. I know that they fixed it for the next release, which was the Hogwarts Essentials. I have a custom set piece here and the cheering charms, and I have, you know, some medicine. I have some pads, some liners. I have medicine in here, and I have my deodorant here standing up, which fits really, really nicely. The height of this large set piece is the exact height of a regular deodorant, so it just fits really, really nicely there in the corner. And then in the back here, and I have it in the back because I don't need to access it too often, thank goodness. I have a medium set piece for my son's asthma needs, and this is in the Hogwarts Essentials print. Also from the Harry Potter line. I think this was the second one that they released after Flying Keys. And in here I have an aero chamber with the mask for him and his albuterol and some other medicine he may need. I like to travel with this always because he may have asthma flare up while we're out and about, and I may need to give it to him. Again, it's in the back because I don't ever really need to use it. Thank goodness for that. And so it's just kind of a important thing to have that I don't need to access too often, so it's in the back here. Now you guys can see I had 2 medium set pieces and a large set piece in here, and it fits very, very nicely. You can also put them one in front of the other, and it will fit just fine. And that'll close up perfectly, no problem. I have had in this pocket before 2 large set pieces, a medium set piece, and this pouch, which is like another set piece. So you can fit up to probably about 4 set pieces in here, one in front of the other or next to each other like that. And if you put them next to each other, you can actually fit 2 medium set pieces kind of one in front of the other. And there's still space here at the bottom, which is where I put this pouch for his toys. And it closes up no problem. Very, very easy fit. It's not tight at all. So this pocket is very, very deep, and the height is perfect for your set pieces, which I really, really love. So now onto the main zipper. There is a double zipper pull on this main pull, and the bag opens up kind of in a U shape all the way down to the beginning of this pocket here and to the other pocket on the other side. And when I open this bag, I actually like to fold it back, and so you can kind of see everything in the bag very, very nicely. So at the very top here, I have just a little jacket for my son. This is a 12-month jacket, and it's not very, very thin. I mean, it's got, it's kind of a fleece material, and so it's not a heavy jacket, but it is not thin either. So I have that here folded up. Now you can see inside now, this right here is your pump pocket on this side that packs into the bag on this side. So if you were to want to have the entire space of the interior of this bag, you can kind of just push this in here, but you wouldn't be able to have anything on this side. So I don't actually have anything else in this bag in the interior except for a fuel cell that fits really, really nicely here on the remaining space of this bag. There is also a zipper, a flat zipper interior here. It goes down to about halfway down the bag, and it's also not the full length of the bag. I actually don't have anything in there right now, but that's a nice flat pocket if you want to keep some more you know, things that you wouldn't want your kids to access or something like that. So I have a fuel cell in here in the Flying Keys print, and I have this as our potty and changing needs, and I am going to show you what I have in here because traditionally I've had my stuff in a Be Quick, and just recently I switched to the Be Dapper to try that out, but I do have their potty stuff in a fuel cell because I've never done it before, and I'm actually really liking this setup as well. It's very, very nice, and I can just pull it out of the bag when I go to the bathroom without having to take my whole diaper bag, and I can use the clip-up to hang it, or I can hang it from, you know, it's got a clip that unlatches here as well, and it opens up. I can just put it on the back of a store doll, and it opens up very, you know, like a bucket, and so you can kind of see everything in there, and it packs really, really nicely. So just really quick, I want to show you what the interior of the bag looks like. So it's not a huge bag, but it does pack a lot. This is the same stuff that I usually keep in my Be Zealous, the same stuff that I would keep in a BRB. And while it is packed to the brim and I wouldn't be able to put in anything else, it does pack very nicely. And this bottle pocket here, this pump pocket here on the side is deceivingly large, and you can just stuff a bunch of stuff in there, as you saw. I don't like that this bag doesn't have bottle pockets. Sometimes I will take my Swell bottle and I'll just kind of slip it in here in the back. But with the Feel Cell in there, it does make it a little tight, and it does kind of make the bag a little misshapen because I have a bunch of stuff that's kind of pushing it out here, and so it ends up being misshapen. But if you do have a Swell bottle, you could fit it in, or if you have even the smaller, like the 7 ounce or whatever, you could probably just put it up here in the top. So I do want to show you now what I have in the Feel Cell for the potty needs. So up here I have, in this clear zipper, I have a toy for him, like a little crinkly fabric paper. If ever he's crying or fussing while I'm changing him, I take this out to kind of distract him. I have a Lysol to go travel spray here, and then I have a tiny little washcloth for him because he is a boy, and sometimes you know, if the cold air hits him, it'll cause him to have to go potty again. And so I like to kind of just put this over him to prevent that from happening. So, and you can see with the Feel Cell, I have stuff that is actually bigger and taller than where the zipper ends for the Feel Cell. And because the Feel Cells are magical, you can somehow still close it with very, very little issue, and it doesn't become misshapen or bulging out or any of that. So just keep that in mind. You somehow they're able to close, and you know, it's got some space up here as well. It's got some depth here, and so don't necessarily be guided by this zipper, because you can see I have stuff like this medium set piece that pokes out probably about 1 inch, and I can still close it, no problem. So in here I have, in the back here just tucked, I have a diaper rash cream. This is actually running really low, but even if it were completely full, it would fit just fine here. The Feel Cell is not super structured, so it does have a little bit of give. You can see if I need to put something a little thicker, I mean, it will kind of mold, which is really, really nice. I have here in the back a wipe pouch 30 with wipes. I have 3 size 3 diapers for my son. I have about 3 of the disposable changing pads. And then I have a light changing pad. This is from my Zealous, and it is in the new Platform 9 3/4 print that just came out, which I love. And I like these light changing pads because you can kind of change, you can kind of fold them and mold them, and they'll pack really, really flat. And I have so many change pads because I like to, usually I'll spray the area where I'm going to change in with the Lysol, and then I'll put this on the actual table, and then I'll put a disposable one on top, and then I'll lay my son on it. And that way, if he gets any kind of you know, potty accident while I'm changing him, I can just toss this and the mess will get here, and it'll keep this a little bit nicer so that I don't have to clean it or, you know, clean potty stuff off of it every 5 minutes. And then I also have a toilet seat cover for my daughter. These are really, really nice. I got these on Amazon, and they're really, really wide, and they drape down the front of the toilet seat really far down. So it'll kind of protect, you know, their clothes from hitting the underside of the potty as well. And they have stickies on them, so they'll stick to the toilet seat, so you don't have to worry about wiggly kiddos moving the seat. Then I have 2 wet bags. These are bumpkins, I believe, and they're one in Mickey and one in Minnie for my son and my daughter, in case they have any accidents, or even if, you know, they go through a puddle or whatever, that their clothes are going to get wet. I have this wet bag to kind of protect the inside of my bag and my car from potentially wet and or nasty stuff. And then here in the edge, I have a medium set piece in the Nantucket print. And in here, I just have a change of clothes for my kiddos. I have 2 pairs of undies for my daughter. I don't really carry a lot of clothes for her anymore because she's 5, she's potty trained, and so if she does have an accident, which is very rare, she'll really just need a change of undies, and so I like to keep a pair or a couple of pairs in here as well. And I also have a pair of socks for her as well. I have a pair of socks for my son. I have a 12-month long sleeve onesie, and then I have a 12-month pair of fleece pants for him as well. And the trick to getting all of this stuff in here in this bag is to kind of roll your clothes up and just put them in there. It saves up a lot of room, but these medium set pieces hold a ton. And so it packs up very small and compact. And I just kind of have it here on the side of the fuel cell, leaving a bunch of space still for all of that stuff. And you can see I have a stack of stuff, and all of that was sitting up like this in the fuel cell, and it wasn't even tight. As you saw, I was able to put my hand in the back of the fuel cell and kind of push it out, so there was still space. I probably could add another 2 or 3 diapers to this, and you know, maybe another pouch or 2 in there as well, and it would comfortably fit and zip up. So I'm really liking the fuel cell for the potty needs. I like to switch it up, so this is working really nice for that. And again, it fits really, really nice inside of the Be Supplied. So that's all I have in here right now, and I think this bag is gorgeous. I really like it for a diaper bag. I think it would, obviously its purpose is as a pump bag, but it works really, really nicely as well as a regular diaper bag for 2 kiddos. So that's it for the Be Supplied in the Duchess. Thank you so much for watching my video, and if you liked it, please subscribe and like, and I will be back soon with more videos. Until next time.